All right, we're out here in Columbus, Georgia at Carver High School. My name is Bryce Kuhn alongside Kingston Brown. Kingston, let's kind of kick it off, man. We were kind of talking a little bit about this before, but your recruitment kind of starting to gain some traction. Just kind of talk about how are you handling this and what's it like for you?
Yeah, so right now I'm just taking it all in, building a relationship with my coaches and just making sure, I see what the environment is like at the school and looking for a place that's home.
Now, you've picked up some offers recently that you've gone on record and said, man, this is kind of a dream come true. If we went back and told, I know you're only 15, 10-year-old Kingston that he's going to have offers from Georgia, other top programs, what would he be thinking?
He would probably be thinking, this is amazing. I had still got a picture of it in my phone, a dream catcher, and I had all my schools that I wanted to go to up there. So I'm still, waiting on a couple of those. But, he would have took it all in, just been excited.
Who's helped you through most of this process? Has it been coaching staff? Has it been family? Who's kind of helping you throughout this?
My coaches and my parents mostly, they've been taking me to camps, pushing me out there, and just especially my D-line coach, coaching us up and making sure we put in the work to show out in front of the coaches.
Now, you've got a new head coach here, obviously with a little bit of experience at the college and NFL level.
Yes,
what does that do for not just this team, but just for you personally?
Yes, sir. Well, it's more of the coaching style. Like I say, it's more aggressive, more competitive. He's pushing us to our limits, making sure we're getting better each day. And, I feel like we're going to excel, with this new coach, and we're ready to work.
Kind of hard to excel after the season you guys had last year. How can you top that?
Yes, sir. Adding more details, perfecting our pass rush craft. And, as a defensive whole, running to the ball, making sure we're making tackles, make sure we get to the QB.
There you go. You like to get to the QB a lot?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome, man. Well, just kind of talk about some of the schools that you're maybe hearing the most from right now, and what does your summer look like in terms of camps and everything?
Most of the schools that reached out to me is like Georgia, Auburn, Texas A&M. But I plan to keep open with everybody, because it's still early for me right now. So I'm still, just all ears.
That Georgia State connection is pretty strong. Obviously, you got Coach
sir.
Dell McGee's there. What's been kind of the reaction from the guys to kind of see, hey, we've got a guy that's an FBS coach right here in the state of Georgia, knowing that's an option?
Yes, sir. Most of the guys, we're thankful for the relationships we have. And, even those coaches, they tell us keep working, making sure everything is straight down here in Columbus.
That's good. That's awesome, man. Obviously, for you, what are coaches kind of telling you they like about your game? What stands out on your tape?
Really my size and weight. And then the way I can move with my weight and my get off and my pass rush moves.
Where do you feel like you fit? Are you going to be an inside, outside guy? Where do you feel like you fit right now? And maybe what do you want to play?
Right now I feel like I could play all over, but I would rather play interior just because that's where I make my money right there.
I was going to say the same thing. We can kind of talk about that.
Yes,
what are some of the things that are important to you for wherever you choose to go?
Yes, sir. I feel like what is important to me is my coaching. Like, I feel like that's very important to me, somebody who can develop me so when I get to the league, I can be like another Aaron Donald or a Jalen Carter. That's my dream.
See you smile a little bit, man. Is this just how are you enjoying the whole process? And obviously you're a guy that loves football too.
Yes, sir. I'm really enjoying the process. It's just because it came so fast, and it's like, I still got a long way ahead of me, so it's like, what is next?
That's awesome. What is next? Kingston Brown, he's one of the guys to keep an eye on in that 2028 class. We appreciate the time, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.